Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship 111 here, and in this video, I want to talk about Forza Horizon 4. Now, don't get me wrong, I really do like the game. However, for whatever reason, the game hasn't got me to come back playing as often as the previous Horizon titles. So I sat back and tried to analyze as to why that is, and I came up with 10 missing features that should be in Forza Horizon 4. Now, before I begin, I just want to say that I'm not hating on the game at all, but rather I want to have an open discussion here with you all as to how we can make Forza Horizon 4 the best possible racing game there is. Number 1, Rivals Mode. Okay, I'm gonna be real here. I don't want to race a Ferrari P40 around Goliath or any of the playground games predetermined classes. I remember just last year when Forza Motorsport 7 had something similar with their multiplayer hopper lobbies, where many of them were predetermined classes and not set classes, which then caused a huge backlash, and then eventually Forza Motorsport 7 and Turn 10 gave them the proper class hoppers. So my question is, why would playground games make the same mistake and delete the fantastic feature of 6 basic classes so we get to choose any car, tune it however we want, and then race it on the track we preferred? Now, I'm not asking to remove what we already have with the Rivals mode, but simply just add back the class rivals that used to be present in the past Horizon games. Number 2, championships for every race. I remember in Forza Horizon 3 where to progress through your career and gain followers, you first had to do an exhibition match. Then once you win, you would then be able to unlock the championship for that race, which you would then have to compete in a series of 3 to 4 challenges to then finally say that yes, you have completed that specific race. This was a great feature, especially for offline solo play, as it gave me a reason to repeat many races twice, and also I'm able to compete them in different classes, but also they were compulsory. Otherwise, I'm not able to complete that race and then progress through further in my career. Now, with these singular races in Forza Horizon 4, it really gives me no reason to do the same race twice. And as for seasonal championships, there's only a handful of them per week, but at least I am glad that they have now updated the seasonal events to PI index with proper credit rewards as opposed to cosmetic items or whatever, and no more trials. Number 3, solo or non-team based multiplayer. I'm glad this issue has now been in talks in terms of implementing a change to the online team adventure. At this point, we of course have not been informed as to what the change will be for multiplayer, but I certainly hope it's the decision that Forza players want, which is the solo multiplayer. I believe in playground games, they thought that the team-based multiplayer was a great idea, and although it sounded great in theory, I'm sorry, it just hasn't worked out. So please bring back the XP-based solo online adventure similar to the previous Horizon titles. There is nothing worse than carrying your own teammates to yet another loss because none of them could drive well enough and add a positive score to the team's final points. Number 4, custom search multiplayer. A very simple feature that at least gives us the freedom to choose what cycle and car classes we get to race in an online lobby. There's nothing worse than tuning our Street S2 monsters only to find out that the next 7 games are either an A or an S1 class lobby that's all completely off-road. Number 5, car clubs. Okay, technically this has not been deleted in Forza Horizon 4, but where's the inbuilt car club where the entire car club can work together and be rewarded credits and XP once they reach a certain tier, and also the internal leaderboards to also see who are the MVP drivers for the week within the club. Now, I understand that the club thing on the Xbox also needs encouragement for people to use, but in Forza Horizon 4, it really means nothing. I mean, I feel like it's been reduced to some integrated feature on the Xbox dashboard that really doesn't have a significant correlation towards my in-game career progression. Number 6, bucket list challenges. Where are they? Oh, sorry guys, they're called jobs now, my bad. But Okay, then where's the story list custom challenges? Where can I choose what type of challenges I want you guys to have? Okay, Route Creator is good, but it's at its infancy stage. You can see it's actually quite basic, and make a route, save it, then make it hard for people to find it, and then bam, you're in someone else's custom blueprint route. But what about these special challenges where you can set certain drift skills, time limit sprints, and many more, like the custom blueprint races that we had in Forza Horizon 3? I mean, this can create those extra layers for those who love creating challenges for the public, and also the ones who want to conquer the bucket list creators. I believe morphing these two features together will create something extremely powerful and exciting. Number 7, car commentary. Now, I know this one may not be a big deal for most car fanatics, but I'm thinking more for the newer drivers who just bought Forza Horizon 4 and want to know a little bit about the car that is showing in the showroom. Perhaps the manufacturer's history and some key pointers for the car itself. I really thought it was a good idea to have the voiceover for the cars in Forza Horizon 3. Yeah, sure, many of them were repeated, but I still think it was a very nice touch when viewing the cars in Forza Vista.
Which explains a lot. They built the fastest, most advanced, and most famous supercar of the 90s, the McLaren F1.
Number 8, Bounty Head-to-Head. Now, for some reason, I don't usually do head-to-head battles in Forza Horizon 4. Maybe it's because you actually don't get rewarded any credits after defeating your opponents, which is actually quite silly. But remember, in the older Horizons, where not only did you win credits after winning a head-to-head battle, but there were these bounty drivers where if you beat them, you would earn massive amounts of credits. It was such a small but fun feature to have, and it genuinely gave me a reason to free roam and explore the map after every single race that I completed, which then leads me to my next point, number 9, fast travel. So now you've taken away rewards in head-to-head challenges, there's not much that's keeping me around to free roam, especially once I've experienced the beautiful sceneries and collected all the bonus boards around the map. Now I actually have to fork out 2 million credits just to have that privilege to fast travel, and then it's not free from then onwards. I think that's kind of a ripoff. Yes, I understand it is a driving game and you should drive around, but they never had it in previous Horizon titles, and especially when you take away the head-to-head challenges without the rewards, it's difficult for me to keep driving around. I mean, yes, I can find roads that I have yet to discover, but it's also a convenience sake. I would like to have that there from the beginning without having to save up 2 million, blow that out just so I can have that privilege. I think it should just be like all the other Horizon games. And lastly, number 10, the 1 mile drag race. In Forza Horizon 2 and 3, every random online lobby you join would have at least a third of the lobby on that drag strip, just racing back and forth multiple times until someone whipped out the Alpha or Dodge Dart. But that was the ultimate straight line battle where, as I mentioned before, with no class rivals now for the 1 mile drag race, the drag racing community has felt very disappointed, as now we are reduced to a quarter-mile race with no runoff, where it sucks to drive back to the starting line, and another weirdly distant drag race where the surface is more uneven than a teenage boy's face. It feels as though drag racing has been neglected this time and hasn't really been taken seriously, which absolutely sucks, because the 1 mile drag race, I believe, is the true test of how fast a car can accelerate and reach its top speed. So there we have it, guys. That was my 10 missing features that should be in Forza Horizon 4. I hope some of you guys may agree on some of my points, or if you completely disagree with any of these, put them down in the comment section below as to why, or any other features that you want to see either back or brand new to Forza Horizon 4. I do read all the comments, guys. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button. That would really help me out. And if you would like to see more of Forza Horizon 4 right here on my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. That way you won't ever miss out on another video that goes live, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.